Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and it's time to continue with my first look at FarLight Explorers, formerly Infinity Explorers, and this is episode 2. I realize it's a first look, second episode. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It works. It will be handled accordingly. I don't know. It's okay, either way. Alright, we're going to throw this here, and this is going to be a coal power plant. All we need now is to throw some coal in there and let it produce some sweet, sweet power. And yeah, things have gone okay for me since the last time we were here in this world. I have managed to, well, not die again, so I've only died the one time. I don't know that I can necessarily make it through the very first life without dying, honestly. I don't think I can get enough done in the time frame. But again, I'm eager to find out what they've changed in the next couple of weeks. They said that they'll send me another build of the game. One with a lot of changes. The day-night cycles will be a little bit different. There'll be some upgraded graphics. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's different. And once I get my hands on that, I will definitely cover that for you guys so you can see the strides that the developer has made in his game. And yeah, kind of looking forward to it. I'm not sure why it says I have no power to my food generator. So that's what that dome is. It's growing food for me. It looks like I have power coming through with this. I do have a little bit of a hard time figuring out. Total power rate is a lot. Total power in batteries is not that much, unfortunately. So let's build us some additional batteries. Alright, so basic batteries. We'll build a few of those. I wonder if there's better batteries. I can't. There's a lot of stuff here, and I haven't even scratched the surface of what we can do yet. But I don't see any better batteries. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Look at this. This is crazy. How much stuff is there? Oh, look, you can get an assault rifle and the boots and all sorts of things. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice. Alright, but again, that doesn't really help me. We have the batteries that we need. It's fine. We'll reopen this. We'll add this to the bar. And I guess we'll select them. And we'll move them into position. If I recall correctly, batteries connect from the back side of this. And we need another foundation, which we do not have. So we'll build a few of those. Throw that into the mix as well. Put the water pipes back in. So, just something to play around a little bit more. I know I'm not going to die at this point, so that makes it a little bit easier for me. You know, not having the potential for death is generally a kind of relieving factor. I don't know if everybody would agree with that, but I find that I feel much more comfortable when I know I'm not going to be murdered at any moment. There we go. And bam. Alright. So that covers that, basically. And what we're going to do from here is... That's right, we're going to do that. And then we're going to have lots of little issues here. And there's rocks falling from the sky, and it's fine. It's sweet, sweet, nice. Everybody likes it. It's, like I said, it's fine. Why am I having... I do have a lot of issues with this game actually doing what I want it to do. So that's the one thing I would say that I don't particularly like. I can't seem to always get the items that I want to do the things that I want. I'm getting a little bit better at it, but it's something you're just going to have to learn if you play. So don't get super discouraged if you can't figure it out right away. Because I've been playing this, I probably spent 10 hours already playing this game, on and off, though it's been a lot of restarting at like the very beginning of it, so it's not like I'm 10 hours into the game. So don't mistake that for that. But yeah, there we go. So the battery should start filling up. We have the coal power plant going. It should be producing some power for us all the way across. We are out of oxygen, if you notice in the bottom left corner. So what I need to do is climb over my stuff, which I'm having a ridiculously hard time doing, and come over here and stand under the air vent here. Which apparently I did not connect all the way through. There we go. Well, I did. What is going on? I am having nothing but problems, guys. Okay. And I teleported all the way over here. So as you can see, the game is not 100% ready for everyone to play it just yet. I'm going to use my jump jet here for a little bit because, well, it's a little easier to do it that way. Alright, so it looks like I connected that one piece that was missing, which is good. And yeah, so we're getting some oxygen back. Oxygen is good. Apparently we're not doing super well on oxygen though, because the oxygen tank is not filling up as much as I would expect. The water tank seems to be doing fine. I don't know what is really causing our oxygen level to be so low. Could be that we need walls and other various things of that nature. So hopefully this doesn't power down. I find a lot of times things power down in the middle of the night, and the night cycle seems to come a little quicker than I would like. Power needed, water needed. Looks like we have enough for both of those. In addition, you'll see that my food is getting a little low as well. If you come over here, I produced 7 containers of food, and you select those and you press G, and you actually, if you look down here, you'll see the food's going up, and that also increases the health, and it's sweet, sweet nice. And with that, I'm going to come back over here and drop down to the ground. I'm going to hopefully inhale some oxygen. If it's coming out of this, I don't know. It's supposed to be. But again, you never can tell. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another thing here. Okay, that kind of worked. And if I can get it to work exactly how I want, sorry folks, I know I'm having a lot of little technical issues. It's fine, we'll make it work somehow. Come on. No, there we go, that's what we're looking for. There. So in theory now, I should be able to stand right by this thing and get some oxygen, but it's kind of working. There we go, now we're getting some air. Again, we're pumping oxygen out into space. It's kind of weird, a little silly, but it works. And it looks like our power source is sustaining, so that's a good sign. And I gotta say, my base is absolutely hideous. I don't know what's going on with it, but whatever. It's fine, it'll work. But we have food, we have oxygen, everything is now kind of self-contained. I started building some walls around my base. I don't know if I'm going to finish that. It doesn't seem like exactly the most necessary of ideas. We have that. Now I think we can actually research stuff if we go here. Improved power generator. I don't know how this works, unfortunately. It's not... Oh, there we go. Okay, it's starting to research. Nice. So 6 research per minute, and it's going to research that out. I like that a lot. And yeah, so that worked out. Looks like we have power and water to everything, which is pretty cool as well. I wasn't 100% sure whether or not that would work, and it looks like indeed it did. In addition, it looks like... Oh, power is starting to go out all the way across. Don't know how. I mean, we have tons of power, but as soon as I stepped away, it seemed to like just everything shut down. Not sure why. I would like to build a water pump station here too. Now I think, let's see here. Let's go to this. Let us build a... I think we need a water tank. Yeah, we need one of these. We need more iron ingots for that, so we actually need to go mine some iron, or yeah, harvest iron, whatever you want to, however you'd like to call it, whatever you want to say. Whoa, there's a giant snail blob there, that's fine. Wasn't really a snail blob. There's got to be some minerals around here somewhere that's more than just copper. I was pretty sure they were all touching, so I'm kind of confused as to how I can't seem to find anything beyond the copper. Like, it's actually kind of concerning me. Could be another angle, like another side that I'm not on, that the copper was actually touching other stuff. Like, it could be maybe on the other side of the base there was a bunch of copper. Oh, here we go. We found some iron. That'll work. We'll farm this up. We'll mine some of this. We'll harvest it. We'll go back and build some stuff. So I just want to show you guys that yes, once you get at least to this point, no matter what kind of horrible, nasty mess it looks like, that's not the game designer's fault or the game's fault that it looks like this. It's my own poor designing and inability to do simple things that's causing me the problems here. But either way, once you get to this point, you're self-sufficient. You might struggle a little bit to still build things and whatnot simply because you don't know what you're doing, but you won't die. So once you have food, you have water, and you have oxygen, well, things tend to go a little bit better for you. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I have all those things, and I'm self-sufficient at that point. I just have to stay near my base. I'm still having power outages at night. I don't know why. The batteries still seem to be working just fine. Like, these batteries probably all still have full charge, so there's no reason for us to not have power all the way across the board. Some of these batteries have less. In fact, most of these batteries are completely dead, but they're running off of solar generators. All of the power should be interconnected amongst one another, but it seems like there's still some sort of issue where that's not the case. If you were smart and better at the game than I am, you would build more things up in the air, like I did the air ducts over here, and you'd be able to walk across it as opposed to having to climb over everything. And again, this isn't bad for a first attempt at a base. I may down the road, and it's not going to be anytime soon, and it might not even be until the next build where I'll start over, but I might build another base somewhere else where I actually plan it out way better than I did this one, and we'll see how that actually works. Well, looks like we're 22 out of 100. It's not so bad. And there's 4 more food for us to pick up. I don't hate that either. And I believe we can probably still go get some oxygen over here, assuming the oxygen tank is still running. And it looks like it is. Now I'll admit the sound effects are a little continuous and not very diverse right now. I think that's something else that the developers are going to work on. So there's a lot of stuff in the works or planned. So if you like the way it looks right now, I don't know why the build, there we go. The build thing was stuck on my screen there, but it was. But if you like the way the game is shaping up right now, I would definitely say go check it out. Learn more about the game. All that stuff will be down below in the information that I always have at the bottom of my video description. Now, a couple things I would like to see and I hope to see in the new builds are pop-ups that tell you what different things are. Like, this is coal. I only know this because I played around and I've seen that it's coal. That or it's some sort of elephant poop. I don't know. But yeah, it's coal. The white stuff is iron, and the copper stuff is copper. I mean, it doesn't say that anywhere. It doesn't say what anything is in your inventory when you actually build it, or hover over it at least. Like, I'll demonstrate. What is this? Don't know. Doesn't say. I wish there were some pop-ups. That would be actually kind of nice. So you know, did I build a water pump or did I build a water tank? What do I need to build? Is this wire or is this piping? So there's quite a few things. If you don't pay attention when you're building it, you might not know what you actually have and what you need to have. And yeah, it can get a little confusing, a little crazy. But again, that's one of the big things that I would like to see changed. I find it's a little hard to control. Again, this is probably because I spent so much time playing Space Engineers. I find it a little hard to control your jetpack thing on this game. Because before I could hit spacebar and move up and down, but spacebar gives me my cursor and my ability to build and move. I don't hate that, I'm just not used to it. So it's one of those, it's different, and it's different enough that it makes things a little difficult for me. So I tend to run around more than I tend to fly, simply because I find flying to be somewhat challenging and a little bit more difficult than I'd like. But other people might pick it up and right away be like, this is fine, I know what I'm doing, I'm amazing, which is good. I'm sure there are a lot of people who will be amazing at this game. And who could probably even showcase it better than I can, but I can give you guys the general idea of what's going on. Alright, so I've gathered quite a bit of stuff. We still have a decent amount of food. Everything seems to be powered on at this point and working. And there's a giant rock coming to fall on our heads from up on high. We're going to fly over here and land, and then we're going to see, oh yes, one more food, and we're actually going to stop here and eat some of that food. And let's see here, we need to get a better visual, there we go. And bam, we're at 100% food, we're back up to 80 health, which isn't bad. And we're going to breathe in some oxygen, I hope. Not sure why we don't always get oxygenated when we're standing over by these things, but it doesn't seem to always work. Like right now, it's draining down. I don't know why this is so low. I don't understand how a lot of the stuff works. So again, it is what it is. There's a lot of learning to be done, a lot of learning to well, hopefully figure out, but I don't know. The game's got a lot of potential, and I really, really like the direction that it's heading. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done in the time between when I've picked up this game, when I've showcased it, and when they're actually going to do this next update that they're going to send me. But I think overall, like I said, it's a solid start, and there's quite a few things that we can do already, and I'm pretty excited by that. And I'm going to refine some more stuff here. There we go. Oh, apparently I have the food generator selected again. That's not what I want. There we go. The iron ore generator. We'll put some of that in there, not all of it. Can we separate some of it? No? It's fine. Alright, I am going to go build me some equipment. Let's take a look at our guy. Our guy's kind of creepy looking. I agree. So, let's see if we can get him some clothing, shall we? That was one of the things I saw at the very end. We're going to get him some helmet armor, some chest armor, some arms. No, not enough ingots for arms. So I'll throw on a helmet and some chest armor, and there we go. Now he's looking pretty fly, pretty bad, huh? Looks like we can get an assault rifle and some other random stuff, but we don't quite have that just yet. But either way, I think that's going to do it for this showcasing, guys. You got to see some other cool stuff that we didn't have before. And again, it's something I won't mind. I'll definitely continue playing, and hopefully I can build a base that looks less terrible and is way more functional. There are walls that you can build. There's even apparently curved walls and all sorts of crazy, crazy things that, well, you can build. And then, of course, I haven't even touched on the space travel or anything of that nature just yet. But that's all stuff down the road. When I get the updated version of the game, I will definitely show off a spaceship. I will build one and show it to you guys in the very next first look episode. And hopefully you guys are mildly impressed, because I know my base doesn't look all that impressive right now. Either way, that's going to do it for this first look for a little while, guys. Look for another update in maybe roughly about a month or so. And maybe a couple episodes then. Maybe I'll do a new base, one that, like I said, looks much more functional and is much less terrible, because I hopefully will know what I'm doing a little bit better by then. And then me building an actual spaceship and flying off into space. Either way, that's going to do it for now, guys. I will see you guys next time. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.